Okay. You have done in the drawing book, right?
Should we do in a chart or drawing book?
You can do it in a chart.
Or
Chart
a book is enough or a A4 sheet?
charts also. You can do anything. Like you can decorate it with anything. You can use colors in charts.
Ma'am, we can do in a A4 sheet.
A4 sheet. Better take a thick paper. That will be good because you have to stick the pictures. No. So you can do it in the drawing book also. Then if you have chart paper with you, do it in that. You can use colorful charts like black chart you can use, red, yellow, like that, anything. Okay. So collect the pictures today and stick it on a chart. Then what? So today only four are there, four students. See, like now. Yeah. Okay. Then, what we studied in the last class? Any one of you, please tell what we have studied in the last class. Hmm.
Meaning,
I think the volume is very low. I don't know. It might be the problem of here. Okay, we have studied about the fibers. We have studied new chapter, right? Fibers and all. So, what is a fiber? Magna.
it's the twister of yarn.
Okay. Yeah. There's cotton fiber. Yeah. Forever. There are textile fibers. So, what is textile fiber? Who is going to explain? What is textile fiber? Malaviga, can you explain? Textile fiber.
Cloth of matter which is usually 100 times longer to its thickness.
Okay, that is a textile fiber. And we have studied the classification of textile fibers, right? Yeah. How is textile fibers classified into? Malavika? Sharon, your video is off, I think.
Into natural and man-made.
Okay, they're divided, yeah, they're classified into natural and man-made. And natural into?
Cellulosic, protein and mineral.
Okay. Can you say some of the natural fibers? Reina, can you say?
Wool, cotton, silk.
Okay, have you collected the fabrics? Natural and synthetic fibers? Yeah, I've told you to collect the fabrics, right? Have anyone collected the fabrics? Huh? Reina? Malavika? Anyone? Just raise your hands if you have collected. Huh? Have you collected Malavika? Did you get any fabric?
No, ma'am.
No. Magna? No
No,
fabrics
I'm
at all.
trying to collect.
You're trying to collect. Reina, did you get any fabric?
Only wool is left.
Okay. Wool is there?
No, I'm searching for the wool.
Okay. Do you don't have cotton fabric in your house?
Yeah, I have cotton.
Just collect a piece of cotton, okay, for next class. Just collect some fabrics like that, anything it may be. Cotton, wool, or anything, okay? Just collect it, okay? Then we have studied about cotton, jute, flax, silk. Then what are the man-made fibers? Can you please name some of man-made fibers which we have studied in the class?
Rayon,
Rayon,
nylon,
nylon,
polyester,
polyester. Okay. Then we have studied about yarns, right? And we have studied about yarn formation. Can anyone explain how yarn is formed from staple fiber? Yeah, who is going to explain? Reina, can you explain how yarn is formed?
By twisting the fibers.
Okay.
A
Say
staple
your words, right? It's okay. Don't,
staple yarns are the smaller ones,
yeah.
and the filament. Yeah,
Mm. Say it loudly. Mac-
filam,
Okay. Okay, tell me. Reina, tell me.
filament yarns are the long ones.
Okay. And what is the process of yarn formation? I'm asking. Yeah, the staple fibers are. Yeah, can anyone say, Malavika, can you say? Understood?
When yarn is spun from a staple fiber, it is known as spun yarn.
Okay. I'm asking about the yarn formation, how the yarn is
When
formed.
individual fibers are made parallel.
Okay, yeah, the staple fibers are made parallel by cleaning, right? Then what? Then what happens to that parallel yarns? Parallel staple fibers, I'm asking.
They are drafted and twisted together to form a yarn.
Okay, then the yarn is formed. Okay, Magna, you understood, right? Okay. Then then I explained about weaving. Then I told you that I'll show you a video. Otherwise, you can't understand what is the weaving process and all. Before explaining, before showing the video, I'll explain it to you. Okay. To the weaving process, I'll show it to you. Yeah. Share screen. Okay. Can you see the picture?
Ma'am, Sharon is in the waiting room.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay. I'm sorry, students. There was a confusion in this new board. Okay. Anna. Hi, Anna. Good morning.
Good morning.
I can't hear you. I think your volume is low. Hi, Anna. Did you do the homework?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, show me the fashion board then.
Oh, I didn't.
Didn't do? You forgot to do that? Then did you collect the fabrics?
No, ma'am.
You got any fabric?
No,
No.
ma'am, I didn't collect.
Okay, please try for the next class.
By
Okay.
next class, I'll collect.
Yeah, everyone is there, right? Okay, so now I'm going to explain weaving process. In the last class, I told you, no, that I'll explain by showing a video. So I'm going to explain it, okay? And you can see a loom here, huh? This is the loom. See, in the weaving process, yarn from warp beam passes over the backrest, and see, you can see a warp beam here. Can you see here a warp beam? Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Either. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you. So, so there's a warp beam, right? The yarn, these are the yarns which passes through the warp beam, and this is the backrest. Okay, yarn from the warp beam passes over the backrest and comes through the drop wires. These are the drop wires to the hurdles, and this is the hurdles, or we can call it as held also. And they are responsible for the separating the warp from the shed. Okay, hurdles are used to separate the warp from the shed, and this is the shed. This is shed. Understood? And what we have studied in the last class, the weaving process, there are two, three property. The process are the shedding, picking, beating, and all. So, what is shedding? Can anyone say what is shedding? Sharon, can you say what is shedding?
Ma'am, I didn't write the notes.
Okay, and you were not there in the class, right?
No, yeah.
Okay, okay. Anna, can you say what is shedding? We have studied in the class. The separate. Tell me.
I don't know, ma'am. I
Okay.
didn't
So,
write it.
shedding means the separation between upper and lower warp yarn. This is the shed. There is an upper warp yarns. See, these are the upper warp yarns, and these are the lower warp yarns. The shed, or to say the shed, separate the lower and upper warp yarns. Okay, that process is called shedding. The separation of upper and lower warp yarns. Okay, understood? Everyone understood? After this class, I'll show you the video, then you can understand it more. Okay, so we have said that the yarn from the warp beam passes over the backrest and comes through the drop wires to the headles or head, and this is the headles. We can call it as held also. Okay, and they are responsible for the separating the warp from the purpose of shed formation. Okay, now then it then passes through the reed. You can see a reed here, reed, which holds the thread at uniform spacing. Then what does the reed does? It holds all these threads at a uniform. You can see it is passing through the reed. Yarns are passing, warp yarns are passing through the reed. Uniform spacing, and is also responsible for beating up action. I'll explain it in the by beating up action and all. Of the weft thread to the fell of the cloth. Fell of the cloth means um, Fell means the yarns which becomes a cloth. That formation, the yarn which the process of becoming a cloth, right? That is known as fell. So, and then a pick is inserted here. You can see a pick between the reed and the cloth roller. And this is the cloth roller. A pick is inserted in between reed and cloth roller, and that mechanism is known as shuttle. We have studied that in the last class, right? I've told you about shuttle. Can anyone remember?
No, ma'am, you didn't say.
I didn't say. Okay. The insertion of this pick is also known as shuttle. Okay, or shuttle. And that fabric, see, these are the warp yarns and these are the weft yarns. Understood? And these fabrics wound up in the cloth roll with the help of this rest. This is cloth roll. This is take up roller. Understood? So the yarn from the warp beam passes through the backrest and comes to the drop wires. So the drop wires.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, tell me.
Sharon is in waiting room. Can you please let her in?
Okay, let me see.
No, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, she's there. Okay, it's okay. Okay, can anyone explain by reading it? And Anna, can you explain? Have you understood anything from this?
Yes, ma'am. Weaving process is yarn from the warp beam passes over the backrest and comes through the top wires. Uh, which
Okay,
are visible for separating for the purpose of shed formation.
okay. And what is shed? Shed means
Separation from upper yarn.
these are the upper vapians and the lower vapians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Then
Then it passes through the reed, which holds the thread at uniform spacing, and is also responsible for beating up action of the weft threads to fell of the cloth. The,
okay. Fell off the cloth means
uh,
fell means a cloth. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Just fell means the point on a loom where yarns become cloth. Okay. That that is what we mean by fell. Okay, explain. Okay, continue. Who is going to continue after this? Meghna, can you? Meghna is there. Meghna. Yeah.
Separate then it passes through the reed
Okay,
and reed it holds the yarns uniformly
okay,
and is responsible for the beating up action of the weft.
okay,
And the pick is inserted between the reed and the cloth roller
okay.
through a pick insertion mechanism, or it is known as shuttle.
Shuttle, okay,
The process of becoming cloth is also known as fell.
okay,
Then the fabric gets wound up in the cloth roller with the help of a take-up roller.
okay. Yeah, right. So now I'm going to show you the video. Okay, okay. In this video, they are going. fiber. They have made it into yarn. Understood? These are the warp threads. Warp threads are the threads which give length to the fabric, okay? And they gives the width to the fabric. So this shows manual loom, okay? How they are doing it manually. Shuttle. And the other low thread is then the see see the fabric. It's ready now. So understood? Everyone understood? Understood? This is how the loom is. Anyone understood? Malavika, did you understand? The manual method?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood, no? So, next I'm going to show you the mm, sorry. The weaving which is done in the machine. I'm going to show the method. Electricity. So, so understood? Students understood how weaving is done manually and by machine. Yes? Okay. Then who is going to explain what is weaving process? Sharon, can you explain what is weaving? Yeah, can anyone explain by seeing the video? Is it clear for everyone? Meghna, is it clear for you?
Yes, not that clear, but I got an idea.
Okay, you got an idea. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Then, so Malavika, did you understand what is weaving?
I am somewhat.
Def, yeah. Tell me what you have understood from the seeing videos. Two videos.
The yarn from warp B
Two videos.
passes over the backrest and it comes through the drop wires to the headles or
Yeah.
hilt, which are responsible for separating the warp for the purpose of the shed formation.
Okay.
It then passes through the reed, which holds the thread at uniform spacing, and it is responsible for beating up action of the weft threads.
You saw the beating up actions and all, right? And you show the pick which is inserted to give what warp yarns, right? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And beating up action is known also said as a third primary action of weaving. Okay, it is a third primary action of the weaving. And we have studied three basic weaves in the last class. Huh? What are they? The three basic weaves which we have studied in the last class. Sharon
Plain,
or Magna? Okay, tell me.
plain weave,
Uh,
twill weave,
twill weave.
satin, and satin weave.
Okay, all these are the basic methods of weaving. And the next topic is dyeing. We are going to study about dyeing and how dyeing is done and what are different classifications of dyes like natural and man-made synthetic. Okay, that we will study in the last class. Okay, so I think it's time to wind up this class. So see you in the next class. Okay, bye.